In Ukrainian-controlled settlements located in the area of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant occupied by the Russian army, people are given out masks and iodine medicine. On the spot, doctors immediately explain when and how to use them in case a man-made accident occurs.
We came to get a pill to take in case of a disaster and save our lives. I hope we wouldn't need it.
It is less than 20 kilometers from the village of Zorya to the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Its residents say that they had to get used to the regular sounds of shelling, but they are very much afraid of a serious accident at the station.
Both children and adults will get it all. Of course, it is scary that the nuclear power plant can explode. It's nearby.
Since September 1, representatives of the International Atomic Energy Agency mission, headed by the agency's Director General Rafael Grossi, have been at the station. In order to inspect the technical condition of the station, international experts were given several hours and a prepared-in-advance route, accompanied by Rosatom employees, Russian and foreign journalists. Representatives of the mission stayed at the nuclear facility for less than 3 hours. Then most of the specialists left. Then Rafael Grossi said during the briefing that they had received enough information and saw the key points. Until Monday, September 5, 6 of the 14 representatives of the International Atomic Energy Agency remained at the Zaporizhzhia NPP. 4 more inspectors left in the morning. This immediately affected the situation in Energodar.
The last line that connected it with the power system of Ukraine, the 330 kilowatts power transmission line between Zaporizhzhia thermal power station and the ferroalloy plant, was disconnected due to a fire that arose as a result of shelling. The world is once again on the verge of a nuclear catastrophe. The deoccupation of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and the creation of a demilitarized zone around it is the only way to ensure nuclear safety. Herman Halushchenko, Minister of Energy of Ukraine, on Facebook.
The only way to restore security at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is to withdraw the Russian occupation troops from its territory. French President Emmanuel Macron voiced this in a telephone conversation with Volodymyr Zelensky.
The President of the Republic recalled the urgent need to maintain the safety and security of nuclear plants, which is impossible only through the withdrawal of Russian troops. He also reaffirmed his determination to respect Ukraine's sovereignty over the station. From the statement of the press service of the Elysee Palace.
Ukraine has not yet received the International Atomic Energy Agency nuclear engineering report on the results of the visit to Zaporizhzhia NPP. There is no exact data on the safety of the circuits and the nuclear power plant and the situation with the cooling of reactors, said Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine.
We did not see all this in the report. The activities of the IAEA peacekeeping mission at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant are not so much advisable as the nuclear engineering audit. Russian troops there do not understand what is happening. They do not assess the risks correctly. There are a certain number of our employees who need some kind of protection, so that people from the international community stand nearby, who will say, do not touch these people, let them work. It would be important. Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine, on the air of the national telethon.
It is possible to draw conclusions about the condition of the station and further actions only after the final report of the IAEA mission.
If the report is honest enough, then it can become such a bridgehead for removing Russians from decision-making and international organizations. And secondly, in my opinion, this is such a basis for imposing sanctions on a relatively large state corporation, such which is Rosatom.
If sanctions will not be imposed on Rosatom, Russia will continue nuclear and energy blackmail of both Ukraine and Europe, the Ukrainian foreign minister is sure.
Ukraine can help the EU ease energy crisis this winter with its electricity exports. This is why Russia tries to hijack the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and impede them. Ukraine and the EU are in the same boat. We must remain united and defeat Putin before he brings us all even more trouble. Dmytro Kuleba, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, on Twitter.
Currently, 2 IAEA experts remain at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant on a permanent basis. Reported by Serhiy Kulas, Natalia Husak, UATV News.